Good morning, everybody. It is 6:30. Actually, I'm not up earlier. I'm just up at the time I normally am. This van is a shithole. That'll do. Whatever. Yeah, I'm off to the wholesaler quickly, pick up some pipe and some other odds and ends for a job we're doing later on today. Catch you in a second. Right, everybody, been to the wholesaler, stock purchased, voila, and this is our home for today. Not a huge, we got no power in here, so there's not a huge amount to see, to be honest. One garage, there's basically no power in here, but there is power just on the other side of that wall, just there. So fuse board's going to go there, and then basically we've got some black pipe, pipe conduit, that round black stuff, whatever you want to call it, and that's got to go along here, and there's a couple of strip lights. These bad boys here. Say hello to the camera, Dave.
Hey guys.
These are going somewhere like that, and then we just got a pipe over to that bit there, and then there's a socket going there, and then same again in there. 1, 2. We're basically what we're doing in here, we're replicating in this bit in here, and a buffet of bloody big spiders as well. Yeah, I fucking hate spiders. I don't care. I'm a girl. I don't care. I don't give a shit what people think. There are a lot of spiders in here, actually.
Now you actually look at it.
I've got to go to the wholesaler all day. Yeah. The lighting in here is crap, but it is concrete and it has got like that rebar in it. So it is reinforced, but I'm not sure how easy this stuff is to drill. It's that hollow. It's like a hollow. I don't know. We're going to try and drill. We'll see how we get on. I'm on spider watch. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's going to pick them all up.
Yeah.
They'll be everywhere now.
Nah, that one up there, mate, is alive and kicking. There is nothing wrong with him.
Jesus, that's a tarantula, mate.
Yeah, that's why you're doing this. I've got to get a wholesaler, mate. I'm on the obligatory spider web clearing. That's my...
I'm going to drill this bit. Watch, he's going to fall now, probably.
Yeah, they do that thing where they just fall.
Yeah.
Snakes, mice, rats, I'm all right with that sort of stuff. Spiders, I just can't do. I'd like to know how sparks in like Australia and stuff deal with like going... I don't know how they do it. I'd love to know, because I'd love to work there.
Going to the crawl space with them kind of creatures.
Yeah, fuck that. Ah, this is that shitty Copex from Screwfix. Alright, well, we're going to have to use it. We haven't got a choice.
I've got loads on my bag.
Now let's use this up. That's it, something like that. And then we just put a coupler on there, a piece of pipe to the light fitting. As long as it holds till we leave.
Yep. Yep.
We do a good job. We charge cheap. Not so difficult. We do not need one.
For our work, it is insured natural.
Yeah. We do good job. We're very cheap. Yeah, all yours.
Cheers. Are you just avoiding any kind of...
Yeah, I'm just avoiding all contact with spiders, mate, that's all. Alright, you got that marker again.
God, it's normally me asking you.
I know. Well, I had a box of them, mate, and
I've had
I keep giving them to you, mate, and now I've got none left. And you seem to have one, and it's fucked. Right, trunking dropped off. No, not trunking, tray. Today's ended up being a bit of a disjointed day because this is normally what happens. You don't normally end up working on one job, because a lot of people have this interpretation. Let me just pan, let me put you down 2 seconds. Yeah, a lot of people have this interpretation that electricians just work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, and they just work at one job every day, and that just, well, certainly for me, that's not how it works. You know, Dave must be going fucking nuts because I do this all the time. I'll be back in 2 minutes, just going to Screwfix or ITS or somewhere. Just do his head in, but I mean, this is how it is. All right, bless Dave. I've left him to his devices all day. Well, it's about 3 o'clock because I had to go and get... He's run out of materials and there's no point. I'm not going to a wholesaler now and sitting in traffic at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so we're just going to call it a day today and I'll come back here tomorrow. So this makes a little bit more sense now. That was there's a 2.5 there which goes down to the socket there. And he's just used a little bit of that adapter flex in the corners. Box there. There will be a stuffing gland there which we'll just put some cement on to hold it in. That will then go in there, terminate it in there. Exactly the same there, this end. Double socket there. And he's basically just, in fact you can see it. In fact you can see it there. He's just run the pipe along the top there, all the way along. By all accounts, that's a bastard to drill actually. I thought it was going to be quite straightforward, but apparently not. The other side, I believe, is much a muchness. One light fitting, another light fitting back there, same configuration again, double socket over there in the corner, and exactly the same again, just goes across there to a box all the way down. And that's the light switch there, so that just runs up to a box there, which then splits, because we just don't want to drill this concrete, so we've just gone around like that. And there will be another light fitting just there. And same again, just there, and the fuse board will be, in fact, that's the piece of wood for it, and the board will go just there. So the next clip you see will be tomorrow morning. See you in a sec. Hello, my name's Monty, the stuffing gland. Hello, my name's Weldon. Right, sorry about that. I don't know what came over me. I just fancied to do that. I don't know why. Right, I've got two more lights to mount right above your head. This is now day 2. 2 more lights are going to be mounted above your head. So I'm going to move the camera and I'll do that so you can see what I'm doing. Right, customer wants, the other 2 light fittings are underneath like this, but this one he wants on the face like this. So I shan't argue, that's how he wants it. Quick spider check. That reminds me, there's a guy in the comments, Fargo something or other, he's Fargo Gemini, I think his name is, and I've been following his comments for months now, and bless the guy, he's never got a nice thing to say. I don't know what, and it's honestly, I do mean it when I say this. What is it? Why do people do it? I am quite sure that if we ever met whatever point at a trade event or whatever, I would put my money on it that you'd be a great guy, and we would talk and you'd be nice, and I'd buy you a cup of coffee or whatever, and we could sit and talk for an hour about and just putting the world to right. Do you know what I mean? But as soon as you put a keyboard and a screen in between 2 people, it just changes, and I don't understand why. Because all of your comments, that's the weird thing, this one guy, this Gemini, whoever it is, I went through every single one from the first time you've ever posted, and they're just meanness. It's just such sour, bitter meanness, and you got to really hate the world to be like that. I don't want to be rude or mean or derogatory. Christ, I help anyone. But you got to be bloody unhappy in your own life to just take it out on other people every day when you post something, where you just do this thing of it's just constantly you're just pushing out your own unhappiness onto other people, because that's what it is. You're unhappy in the world, and the way you deal with it is by you push it onto other people. You're an asshole, that's not right, I don't agree with that. Renault is a shit brand, and this and that, and it's just dealing with your own, your own demons, I guess. Let's say someone watches a channel, let's just hypothetically speaking, someone watches a channel, right, and they don't like it, or they can't stand it, or whatever. To be honest, 95% of people will just click off it and go. They won't even bother leaving a comment. If they don't like it, they'll just go and watch something else. You then get the smaller percentage who say, actually, do you know what? I really dislike what you're doing. I don't like you. All right, fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. But to keep doing it, I don't get that. If you don't like something to the point where you want to leave a comment and tell somebody you don't like something, fine. Everyone's entitled to that. But it's that bit where you're going beyond that, and you keep reaffirming to somebody this derogatory, every single week. You just keep that. I don't get it. You've really got to be unhappy. Either that, or I don't know. Just a used up piece of meanness. I don't know. Now, I didn't check, has this solvent cement got a brush on it? Oh, fuck me. Bloody no, that's tight. Christ. I can't undo this. I have to get the grips on that. Fuck me. There we go. Fucking hell. You got a brush? Yeah, oh, it's written on it, brush in can. That'll do. Yeah, people were asking how, for like up here, for example, when you want to take a flex or something out of here, how are you fixing the stuffing gland into the box? I'm just using a bit of solvent cement, this stuff, because I can't see another way of doing it, unless there is some sort of product. I've not seen a stuffing gland that doesn't have a thread on the back of it, just like a smooth surface that goes straight into a turn box. I've never seen that, but if anybody knows, put it in the comments, because I don't know another way of doing it. Literally, when that just drops into there, because these are actually quite a snug fit, and I'll just literally put some solvent cement and just glue that into there like that, and then you've got a stuffing gland. I don't know another way, but if somebody else knows, put it below. I don't know another way of doing it. That's the only way I've ever known of doing it. It's the way I've known other people do it. Whew, that is smelly stuff. You get high on that in the morning. Yeah, just a good dollop of this. Carefully wedge it in there like that. I mean, once solvent cement has dried, that won't come out. You ever try pulling apart 2 pieces of plastic which are solvent welded together? They just don't come apart. It's good stuff, but it's the sort of thing, once you've pushed 2 pieces together, that's it. They just won't come apart. So you've got to be careful when you're cutting them. Normally, when you saw me earlier, all this, I dry fix it together, and then once everything's in place, then I can go around and just put my solvent weld on it, and that's it. It's a finished product. But don't solvent weld when you're putting it up initially, because I've done that many a time and made a mistake. That'll be Dave bringing the pipe through for the meter tails, I think. Look at how perfect, look at that. Didn't know any better, mate. I'd say you knew what you were doing there.
No, fucking hell.
Steady, mate.
Jesus Christ.
Do yourself an injury with that. Where's the light switch?
There was a 2-gang one there, wasn't there, on the floor?
No, I think the spiders have taken it away. Oh, no, there it is.
Is it there?
Yeah, there it is. Alright.
Oh, by the way, if you're wondering where your red spirit level is, it's in my bag.
Oh, there's a fucking surprise, mate.
Go, Bob.
I know, mate, because I looked in my bag and it weren't there. If it stays in your bag long enough, it ends up on fucking eBay.
It just ends up in the house for a while.
I know, mate. Same as the fucking the foam gun, which I paid 40 quid for. I know, mate. That's got to go. Something like that. I'll put a coupler on there. Straight piece of pipe out through that hole there, because this is for the outside light. I'm not sure if I like these fire clips or not. These ones. Because I think the idea of these ones is that you're supposed to use it with, you know, the metal saddles for galv pipe. I think the idea is you're supposed to, but no, because a galv saddle, you've got the base. This just hasn't got the base. And it came in a pack of 100, just like that. So I'm guessing that's just how you do it. I mean, it seems it's a bit of a faff, but I mean, just for this little garage, it'll be fine. But I was just going to buy galv, you know, the galv, the normal saddles with the base plate. But unfortunately, they didn't have it in stock this morning, so I just had to. The next best thing was these ones. But
Can do this out here, can't I?
fuck, I do that all the time. Drop my screwdriver. Do have droppy hands. It doesn't look level, but the level says it's level, so I'm going to go with that. So that's the end result. That's the fuse board that's gone in. It's only literally, it's just, we've just used a front end RCD, just a 63 amp front end RCD and a 16 and a 6 are just sockets and lights, because there's literally just one socket down there and then one socket just the other side over there. So it's just 2 sockets and just the lighting circuit. In fact, there's no point with surge protection here, because there's nothing of any value in here except the car which he's keeping in here, which is hand cranked, so there's no electrics on it anyway. But it's a nice neat little job. It's actually Dave's effort, and I'll show you outside, and it's just a 40mm. We actually used 40mm waste pipe, which he's quite cleverly brought it in through the back here. You can't actually see it, but it is there. I'll show you outside actually. So yeah, it's just a 40mm waste pipe, and I've just put a couple of sets on it. So that one there, all the way down to there, which is the box. It's actually empty at the moment. There's a grand total of sod all in it, except our meter tails, because they've got to put a supply in here. That's actually the substation just there. that's literally it. So this is our box, and that's the substation there. So I'm guessing this is going to have a super low ZS reading. Sorry, super low ZE reading, I should say. Should I take the cover off to put the fucking buzz bar cover on? No. Yeah, so there she is. All I've got to do is just when he does get UK Power or whoever it is to come out and put the meter in, I've just got to come back and do my final testing. But there she is.